Good morning, Unity of Mesa. It is a bright and beautiful Sunday morning for many of you. For others, it may be Sunday afternoon, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, whenever you come in and join us. We are always grateful to have you step onto that reconnecting with spirit, that pausing during the week to just have time to embrace the divine within you and to look at ways to maybe do that at a higher level, a different level. So thank you for joining us. I'm Reverend Judy, and this morning I am being joined by Candee Lewis doing meditation, and the delightful Karen Drucker, who has been so generous with her music and her gifts of singing and storytelling. And so Karen will be our musician. And our affirmation this morning is, I am in attunement with my spiritual nature. So think about that for a moment. I am in attunement with my spiritual nature. And let's just take that into our heart and breathe into it. Maybe even actually feel your breath moving into your heart space. And yes, we know it goes into the lungs, but what if we take the energy of the breath into our heart? And this feeling of attunement, this feeling that we get when all of the energetic vibrations are in alignment, and when we feel that deep sense of peace and love and harmony, our body relaxes. We're able to listen. We're able to respond as opposed to react. And we are grateful for that ability. And today, from this space in our heart, this space of love, we hold those on the West Coast, really everything west of the Rocky Mountains. We hold those on the East Coast, everything probably east of the Mississippi. We hold those parts of our country in prayer. As one looks for water and one looks for less water. As all are looking at how to rebuild. And hopefully looking at how to rebuild in a new way. In a way that uplifts and supports each other. And we hold our politicians in prayer, holding the highest and the best for them, holding the possibility that they touch into their heart space, holding the possibility that humanity matters to them at this moment, at a deep, deep level that is willing to surface. And for the world, as we come to grips with the virus, the COVID virus, coronavirus, and we just hold healing. Healing for the planet, healing for humanity. And that is our prayer today, and so it is. Amen. Now, I turn this over to the delightful Karen Drucker and her gift of music. And I believe it's time for you to shake your booty just a little bit and stand up and join in today. Enjoy.
Good morning, Unity of Mesa. Karen Drucker coming to you from San Francisco, here to sing some songs for you. And here's the thing, I want you to sing along. This is my magic wand. Wait. It says you can sing, all right? So if anyone ever told you you couldn't sing, That's the magic wand. You can sing. So I want you to sing along with me. It goes like this. You are welcome here. You are welcome here. You are welcome here. Got it? That's it. You are welcome here. You are welcome here. You are welcome here. I'll sing the next part. It goes like this. Our arms are wide open. There's room for everyone. Wherever you're going, wherever you come, you are home. You are welcome here. 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 Whatever you've been through, you found us somehow. Wherever you are on your journey now, you are home. You are welcome here. 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 You are welcome. Now let's say we. We are welcome. We are welcome here. 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 We are welcome. Now put your hand on your heart and just know this for yourself. I am welcome here. 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 You are.
All right. Thank you, Karen. It is so nice to know that we are welcome. You're welcome to be here in life. And so first, know that this is being videoed and recorded off of my phone because there are 2 laptops in my house right now, and neither one of them would record without funny sounds. So hope the picture is good enough, but the sound is much clearer than it would have been with a better picture. So I want you to know that Kathy and I would love to have you join us after church for fellowship on the virtual Zoom garden. You do need to go to our website and register so that we can send a link to you. You know, Zoom's getting has been kind of touchy and touch and go as far as people who can get in and out. So we do provide links for most of our activities. If you would like our prayer chaplains to pray with you or for you, they are available, or to pray about someone you care about. They are available, that connection is available on our website, also on the Unity Cares page under the Ministries tab. And there you can find prayer request forms, just like the prayer requests that we used to put in the boxes. You will also find information on direct prayer support and other spiritual support that we offer. And as promised, we sent out our new survey on Thursday. Check your email if you haven't seen it yet. Go to your spam, go to wherever you need to. It's very similar to the survey that we sent out in August regarding how you feel about in-person services resuming. As the weeks have passed, Arizona's numbers have continued to decline, and school has begun and more businesses are opening. And we want to know if anything has changed for you, if there are more of you who are ready to come back in person right now. So please fill it out, even if you did it a month ago, and get it back to us by Monday. That's tomorrow. In the meantime, we continue to offer 5-minute Bible talks with Reverend Kathy on Friday mornings, plus a group discussion on the 4th Friday, and this Friday is the 4th Friday. We also offer a Sangha meditation with Karen and Tony on Zoom You'll need to register for both the Sangha and the Bible discussion group on our classes page on the Zoom links. And parents, this is new. If you have children kindergarten through 5th grade, you'll need to, you'll be able to access their weekly lessons on our website now. If you need access, if you need to access them, let me try this again. You will need to access them using the link in the weekly email blast. So if you aren't receiving our email, you can sign up on our website under the contact tab. And that email goes out almost always on Wednesdays, occasionally on Thursdays. Even though we are not physically in our building, we continue to care for our physical location and do the work to keep us connected and ready to return, whenever that may be. We are so grateful for all the ways you show up in the world at this time. Through your prayers, your affirmations, letting your light shine, and giving from your abundance. Together, we can enlighten, empower, and energize one another to uplift our world through a greater expression of God. There are many ways to financially support this spiritual community: indirectly by ordering books through our website, by adding Unity Church of the East Valley as your favorite charity on Amazon Smile, or on Smile Amazon and Fry's Rewards, or directly through online giving using the Give Plus app, or by sending a check, and we pick up the mail every day. All this information and more can be found on our website, unityofmesa.org. If you are watching on YouTube, just click the link in the description. Now, if you can, just take your gift of love, put it in your hands, and fold it, embrace it, and with me, let us say our offering blessing. Divine love flowing through me blesses and multiplies all that I have, all that we give, and all that we receive. Thank you, Spirit of Abundance. Thank you all for supporting this community in such delightful ways. And now it's time for meditation with Candee, and it will be followed by a song with Karen. So settle in and get comfortable.
As we come into this time of meditation, find a comfortable place to sit if you're not already seated. Get yourself comfortable with nothing in your lap. Rest your hands on your thighs. Get your body settled into your seat. And gently close your eyes. Take some deep breaths in and out, and in and out. And imagine a beautiful white light flowing down through the top of your head and spreading slowly down your face, over your cheeks, down your shoulders and your arms and your hands, slowly down your chest, spreading peace and relaxation and comfort as it travels further down along your legs, down into your feet, rooting you into the earth and keeping you connected to the skies and the universe at the same time. And continue to take some deep breaths in and out, in and out, shifting your focus to your heart. Actually feel yourself breathing into your heart as you take some calming breaths. Let your heart and your breathing lead you into the flow of giving and receiving. In and out, in and out. Allow yourself to release any stress or worry. knowing that in this present moment, the unconditional flow of giving and receiving creates abundance and transformation. Knowing that you can carry this forward into your daily life as part of your true spiritual nature. As you move into silent meditation, remember this flow of giving and receiving, and remind yourself, I am in attunement with my spiritual nature. Slowly start to return to your physical environment, wiggling your fingers and toes, slowly moving more of your body, becoming attuned to being back in your body, and still in attunement with your spiritual nature. And when you're ready, open your eyes and remember the affirmation, I am in attunement with my spiritual nature.
So the ultimate giving is to ourselves. Because when we can give to ourselves, we can give to other people. So this is one of my favorite songs to sing, one of my favorite little chants about giving to yourself and saying, I will be gentle with myself. I will be gentle with myself. And And I will hold myself like a newborn baby child. So sing with me, that's the whole thing right there. I will be gentle with myself. I will be gentle with myself, and I will hold myself. I will hold myself like a newborn baby child. I will be tender with my heart. I will be tender with my heart. I will be tender with my heart. I will hold my heart. I'll hold my heart like a newborn baby child. Sing that again. I will be tender with my heart. I will be tender with my heart. I will hold my heart. I will hold my heart like a newborn baby child. Now check out these next words. I will only go as fast as the slowest part of me feels safe to go. I will only go as fast as the slowest part of me feels safe to go. Sing that line with me. And I will only go as fast as the slowest part of me feels safe to go. 'Cause now I know I am easy. I am easy on myself. I am easy on myself, and I love myself. I love myself like a newborn baby child. I am easy. I am easy on myself. I am easy on myself, and I love myself like a newborn baby child. All right, let's affirm and say, I am gentle. I am gentle with myself. I am gentle with myself, and I hold myself. I hold myself like a newborn baby child. Sing that again now. I am gentle with myself. I am gentle with myself, and I hold myself. I hold myself like a newborn baby child, and I rock myself, and I rock myself like a newborn baby child, and I love myself, and I love myself like a newborn baby child. So just remember, whenever you give to yourself, whenever you take time to practice self-care, you're actually giving to the world, because when you fill up your well with love, you can give that to other people. So be gentle, be kind to yourself, be sweet to yourself, be easy on yourself, because you're healing the world by doing that.
Thank you, Candee and Karen, for that delightful heart space experience. Today, we're talking about the true art and practice of giving. True giving is a free and natural response that takes place when we are in attunement with our spiritual nature. True giving manifests love, according to the book, The Intelligent Heart. So this Sunday, I am so excited to talk about giving. Talk about the law of giving and how it creates transformation, and to talk about turning this law into an art and a practice. So don't turn me off, not yet, because I'm not going to be asking for money. I'm not going to be doing any financial guilting. Matter of fact, we're not even going to talk about giving in terms of money today. We will be looking at the belief that I have that I'm talking to an audience who understands there is a flow to giving and receiving, And you have to be willing to jump into that flow for life to expand for you. And I know, or I believe that most of you have consciously played with this idea at some point in your life. I hope you have done that because we've talked about it enough. And we're going to look at how to turn an act, how to turn giving into an act that you create as an ongoing, lifelong practice, because you become transformed by the experience. So, first we're going to talk about how to amp up your giving. And I can see some of you now going, I don't have another free moment to give. I give all the time. I'm a caregiver, da, da, da. But I want you to listen to this. When I was learning how to do whitewater paddling, and I did some whitewater racing in my younger days, I had a teacher tell me that what you need to do when you're coming into the big waves is you need to be paddling faster. You need to paddle harder because you need to go right into the middle of it. And I believe there's always that space in life too. Right before the big rapid, there is a pause that you can take. And so as you're paddling down the river, and those of you who've been on moving water have seen this, as you come into a rapid, there's this like a V you go into, and the water in that V is placid. It is calm. It looks calm. The turbulence is all underneath. And you don't want to be out here on the edges where it's all rough. You want to be centered right in the middle of that V, and you want to be picking up speed. Because if you are vibrating energetically at a higher level than the chaos, than the turbulence, you are able to move through it with more ease and grace. And any time in my paddling career, when I followed that principle, I went through the rapids on top of them, as opposed to those times when I know better, I can do this my own way, da 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 da, I'm not paying attention. And I would flip and I would swim through the rapids, and sometimes it was really cold water. So in life and our flow of giving and receiving, we can amp it up and not become totally exhausted by our efforts, by our giving of ourselves, our giving of our time, our energy, our expertise, our love. The teachings in this book can help us. And we've already have in our toolbox the best way possible to amp up the energetic speed. So we can move through the turbulence of life with ease, with grace, with fun, not get dumped and sucked into the lower energetic vibrations below the surface. Last week, Kathy talked about a practice called freeze frame. And today we're going to apply it to the law of giving to amp up the ways we give so that our giving produces transformation for ourselves and for others. So let's look. Let's just do, I want you to be in a story with this. So let's look at a story we've all experienced, I'm sure, either as a child or as a parent, and I'm going to do the parent side of the story. So it's a Monday morning and it's time to get to school. The weekend had been busy and exciting, and everyone went to bed kind of tired on Sunday, and maybe some things didn't get done. So Monday morning comes along, one kid can't find their shoe, and they have to have that tennis shoe because they have PE that day. One kid knows they did that homework, but they can't find it, and they don't want to get in trouble at school, and so they're frantic, pulling out everything out of their backpack and dumping it all over, trying to find that one piece of homework. The other one is carrying the cereal bowl from the counter over to the table full of milk and drops it. And I can't find my phone. So has anybody had Monday mornings like that? Whether you were the child in it or the adult in it? Yeah. And my agreement is I'm going to drive my kids to the bus stop because I can't see the bus stop from my house and it's just a little bit safer that way. So we're all frantically trying to get in the car and everybody's stress level is amping up pretty much, right? And we get into the car and I back out and I start down the street and I see the tail lights of the bus turning the corner and leaving. So their school is 15 minutes away that direction. My work is 15 minutes that direction. And I can get them to school on time, but I can't get me to school on time, me to work on time. And so I'm getting pretty agitated. And of course, you know, when we get that anger going on, it has to go someplace. And where does it usually go? It usually goes to whoever we think caused our anger. So at that point, I have choices. I can stop the car, say, you know what? I am just tired of you guys never being organized in the morning. Get out and walk. It'll do you good. And they get to school really late if they didn't just go home and sit on the step and wait for me. Or they, you know, but they would be upset, right? It's not safe. I've talked all the time about how, no, it's not safe enough for you to walk to school because of the main road and all of this. I could just tell them over and over again, you just wait till you get home. And this is your punishment for when you get home tonight because you weren't organized. Da, 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 da. Yep. I could also spend the whole 15 minutes on the way to the school making them replay the whole morning and letting them see every place, every point in which they could have done something different, and then we wouldn't be in this situation. And all of that would create this really draining energy on me and on them. I'd be guilt-ridden the rest of the day probably. I'd be getting to work in a horrible mood. They'd be facing their day. And, you know, kids have a pretty tough day at school sometimes. They'd be facing that from this really low energy and feeling bad because we all want to do our best, don't we? And so that is at that point, if I can stop and be aware, oh, I'm having reactions. I'm feeling something come up here that's not healthy. That's not the way I want to be as a caring parent. And I can stop and I can take a breath. I can recognize my own stress level. And I can give myself a timeout. Now I can do all this while I'm driving them to school. It's not going to take any longer to do it. I'm already in the car with them. We're already going. And then as I take that time out and pause, I can feel into my heart space. And I can actually feel myself breathing into it. Just breathing into that space. And take some of those calming breaths. As I continue to breathe into my heart, I can recall a positive experience, a positive feeling, something that gave me great joy. And it may have been when the youngest, I knew she would be the last, when she, as an infant, grabbed hold of my finger. You know how babies can do that reflex thing, and it just feels so good. Or when the oldest one, just his eyes lit up when he learned how to do something, and he would come to me so excited because he was so passionate about learning. And that third one, who just always made everybody smile, and his 3-year-old Christmas when he heard Santa on the roof with the reindeer, and he was so excited, so excited. He was so sure. And so I can appreciate the gifts they give. I can start to feel that in my heart. And then, you know, looking at my situation, I can appreciate my boss who has a family and who understands, you know, if it's not a pattern, she understands. It's okay. And I appreciate these kids because 95% of the time they are on the bus because they do have their act together. So as I recognize this and I recognize that my stress level is dropping, I feel more connected. As I feel more connected to my heart, I can then ask that question. What is mine to do in this situation? What is it that I am to do in this situation? And I can listen, and I will probably get a very different answer. And for me, the answer was actually to turn the radio on, let the music continue to calm me and keep me at a nicer vibrational level. And all of a sudden, the kids are listening, and we're all beginning to just move a little bit in the car. And then pretty soon, it's a song that we know, and we're all singing. They get to school. I've not said anything else about the situation. There's no need to say anything. They leave the car feeling good, feeling, high vibrational energy, excited to start their day. I'm looking at my watch going, I'm only going to really be a few minutes late. And I take off, and as I'm driving to work, and I used to drive along the Missouri River, on the bluff overlooking the Missouri River, about 3 miles. And one of the eagles was out that day flying next to the car, and the clouds there was a heart-shaped cloud. Robin, there was a heart-shaped cloud that day. It was such a delightful day when all of this happened, actually. And I got to work and everything was okay because my boss was late. She had a family emergency also. So that doesn't mean we don't follow up on everything that happened that morning, but we schedule a family meeting when we get home, when everyone can come together, and we don't look at who did what. We look at what would you like to do differently so that all of us have a different experience. And in that, my family feels cared for and feels loved. And I am not drained. I am energized. They are energized, as opposed to if my caring didn't come from my heart space, but came from my need to have everything go on time. And how many times do we do that? How many times do we get mad at the person on the road next to us because they're going too slow and I have a need to be on time? Instead of tapping into my heart space and going, it's okay, it's okay. What is my heart saying about this? Because my guess is that having to be there, or they're driving, or all of that, it's not relevant to us. It's not relevant, and all it does is suck our energy. And what would it be like to live a life where the norm was where caring revitalized you and re-energized you instead of drained you? Where giving of yourself, giving of your care to others was an uplifting experience, and caring in this aspect of your life didn't mean you got pulled into those lower vibrational energies in the other area, in another area of your life. So what would it be like to have that be the norm, not a once in a blue moon experience? There's an art to doing this, and it takes practice. That's why it's an art and a practice for it to become our to-go-to way of responding. Our brain is hardwired for fight, flight, or freeze, right? And that's to keep us safe. But it also produces all of this cortisol, and the stress raises our blood pressure, all of those bad things that happen in our body that creates dis-ease come out of allowing the brain to move to that and not helping it move out of that. Because in all honesty, the tiger is not sitting on the side of the road waiting to pounce on us and kill us and eat us, right? We don't need all of that gushing through our body. We can do it at a different high vibrational level instead of down in that slower energy where we are ready to fight, to run, to freeze, to physically protect ourselves. My kids in that experienced much more love, didn't they? And it changed their day. It actually transforms how they get to go through the day. So as we experience love, we experience transformation. So how do we create that type of heart-giving love as a caregiver? And I want to share just a little bit more with you about the actual law of giving. Giving is an outpouring of our divinity. When we have a greater understanding of this, we can activate it and create that life of abundance where grace and ease meets us in every situation. Instead of finding stress and battle, it impacts us psychologically, physically, mentally, and spiritually. Unconditional giving is what we would really like to experience more of, more often. It is that core belief of, I care about you, whether you care about me or not. I love you the way you are, and I give my love to you freely, whether you change or not. Note, this does not mean you give in to their every wish and whim. It does not mean you need to live with them the way things are, or even hang out with them. But you can care about them from your heart, and your heart will tell you what is yours to do when you are attuned to it. The law of giving is proportional to the extent that our giving is unconditional. It's really difficult to attain 100% unconditional giving, but the law experiences it as a ratio game. If 10% of my giving is unconditional, then 10% of my giving manifests love, which releases a transformative power. To whatever extent you freely give from the heart, that giving manifests love, and love transforms. As caregivers, people who are in that role of caring and supporting others on a regular basis, when we give care from our heart, it is renewing for us. It gives us energy. When we provide care from our ego or reactively, it could be called overcare, according to Childry from HeartMath. And it is this type of care that overdrains us. And many of us I know are currently or recently have been caregiving. And all of us at some point will be in a position of caregiving. So take note, if you're feeling drained as a caregiver right now, see if you're giving that care from your heart or from your ego, from that part of me that says it's my responsibility to do this and I should just do it. Or can I go into that heart space? Can I take a time out, go into that heart space, feel the gratitude, find something that awakens that feeling of love inside me, and then ask my heart, what's mine to do in this? And it may be that you're not to be doing all of that caregiving. Maybe there are some other options for it, and maybe there aren't. And maybe it's just holding on to the blessings. Our transformation happens when we are artfully practicing the law of giving as often as possible from our heart, using the tool of freeze frame from our toolbox. When we create overcare, we will be creating incoherent frequencies in our body. And we lose energy and we create stress. Then we become stagnant. And the result, as this happens in community, is a widespread feeling of no hope. And I believe that's maybe where we are, some of us, where we care so much about being compassionate with people. We care so much about having some sort of unity. And as we're in this chaos and this time when it feels like we're just bumping into everything, we then create this energy, and actually it becomes kind of stagnant because we're just circling around and around, and we're not using our heart to move it forward, to lift it up out of the muck. And then we kind of start to lose our feeling of hope, don't we? And I would imagine many of us have felt that loss this summer. I've heard that from many of you, that there's no hope right now. And yeah, we hope that we can do that differently. So this week, I would like you to do some homework, because I believe that most of you are givers, and that you practice the law of giving. And I also have heard from many of you where you have reached that point of overcare, and you are just feeling drained, and you just can't do anymore. You don't want to do anymore. It doesn't feel good. You've lost your hope. So I want you to recognize how often you actually do that freeze frame, where you actually are giving from your heart, not from your duty, not from your role, not from your ego. And can you practice this week just identifying those times when maybe you can choose a timeout and a different way to give, when you can attempt that freeze frame and then move forward, creating a love that transforms. And it may only transform one person at a time, but that's what we do, right? One step at a time, one person at a time. So as you move forward this week, namaste. Thank you for caring. Thank you for giving of that care. And may you be blessed by a transformative experience as you practice the art of giving. Now I turn it over to Karen.
Okay, it's time to rock out a little bit. I want you to get up off your seats. It's time to dance. I've been sitting for too long. Goes like this. If you want more love, give love. If you want more joy, give joy. If you want more peace, give peace. And if you want more, give. If you want more, give. If you want more money, what do? Give your money. If you want more time, give up your time. If you want more friends, be a friend. If you want more, give. If you want more, give. 'Cause when you give, you receive. It's as simple as that. There's no effort, no struggle. It's just a simple fact. When you want to see a change, be the change. When you want to have more truth, tell your truth. If you want more gratitude, give thanks. And if you want more, give. If you want more, give. Time to blow. Not always have a kazoo. Dueling saxophones. When you give, you receive. It's as simple as that. There's no effort, no struggle. It's just a simple fact. Just a simple fact. It's just a simple fact, Jack. Oh, if you want more love, give love. If you want more joy, just give that joy. If you want more peace, just give peace. If you want more, you got to give. If you want more, just give. If you want more, just give, yeah, yeah. If you want more, just give. 'Cause now If you want more, if you want more, you got to give. If you want more, if you want more, just give. If you want more, if you want more, just give. More, 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 just give. You got to give. You got to give. Oh, you got to give. Yeah, yeah.
Thank you, Karen. Thank you so much. And now, remembering your homework, joining us in the Zoom garden, hopefully, or that Bible discussion, or the Sangha this week. Our spirit groups are about finished, and we'll be starting again in October, I believe. So let us join in with the prayer for protection, and I would like to do 12 lines. So please join me with the first 4 and wait till the end for the last one. The light of God surrounds me. The love of God enfolds me. The power of God protects me, and the presence of God watches over me. The mind of God guides me. The life of God flows through me. The laws of God direct me. The power of God abides within me. The joy of God uplifts me. The strength of God renews me. The beauty of God inspires me. And together, wherever we are, God is. Have a blessed week, everyone. Be safe. Be cool. Namaste.